So, either start worshiping yourselves or start re-examining what it is you believe. I'm about to go all Zocker Nike on you. By that I mean, do any Mormons today say, I am God, worship me? Now, it doesn't have to be that exact phrasing. I'm not quite as bad as Zocker Nike. But I am curious. If we are ontologically the same as God the Father and even Jesus Christ, being that we are divine and having a mortal experience, why is it that you don't worship others who are no longer having a mortal experience? For example, do you, the LDS, worship Joseph Smith? It's a genuine question. Surely the greatest prophet of your religion, Jesus Christ, is worthy of worship. Why not the next greatest? Right? Why not worship Joseph Smith? Has he not attained godhood? Now you may say, well, he's not my God. Okay. Then firstly, whose God is he? And secondly, does he have to be your God to be worthy of worship? God as you know him is not my God. Would you say that God is not worthy of worship then? By me? No, of course, you would still say he is still worthy of worship because ontologically he is God. So, Mormons, why don't you worship Joseph Smith? Why do you not worship others who are great in your religion? The presidents who have passed on from their mortal experience. Furthermore, if you are a God having a mortal experience, why don't you worship yourself? That may sound odd, but remember, Jesus is the same being as the Father, according to Trinitarians, and he offers the Father worship. Now, Christians would say this is purely in a demonstrative sense, but you wouldn't. You would say that Jesus is genuinely offering worship to the Father. And Jesus accepts worship while on earth. So Jesus worships correctly to the Father, and you also would agree he's a true prophet, meaning that when you are modeling yourself after him for his worship to the Father, you should also model yourself after him in the conduct that he had. Now, again, we as Christians would say we don't accept worship because Jesus is God and we are not. But you, Mormons, state that you are ontologically God. Therefore, you have no reason not to accept worship. It would seem to me as though you have somewhat of a selective worship going on, and I don't think that is very befitting of either the Book of Mormon or the Bible. So, either start worshiping yourselves or start re-examining what it is you believe.